Dragging a heavy air hose across a job site is easily one of the most annoying parts of framing, but this cordless nailer makes that frustration feel like a distant memory. When you first pick this thing up, you notice it has a bit of heft, but it's balanced surprisingly well. It doesn't feel like it's trying to pull your wrist down, which is a huge win when you're working overhead or in tight corners where you can't get a perfect stance. The real magic here is that air spring drive system. Usually, battery-powered nailers have that annoying lag where you pull the trigger and wait a split second for the motor to spin up, but this one just fires instantly. It's snappy, responsive, and honestly, it feels just like using a traditional pneumatic gun. You can switch between bump fire and sequential mode with a quick flick of a switch, which is great because nobody wants to fumble with settings when they're in the middle of a wall build. Now here is the thing about the power. It handles those 3.5-inch nails without breaking a sweat. You aren't going to see it struggling to sink a nail flush into hard lumber, and that brushless motor keeps things running cool even when you're moving fast. The battery life is another highlight. Getting around 500 nails on a single charge is plenty for most of a day's work, and having that fuel gauge right on the battery is a lifesaver so you aren't left guessing when you're halfway up a ladder. If there is one minor gripe, it's that the tool is still a bit bulky compared to a standard air-powered nailer. So if you're working in really cramped attic spaces, you might find yourself wishing it was just a hair slimmer. Also, while the build quality feels rugged enough to survive a drop or two, you'll definitely want to be careful with the plastic housing. But look, for the freedom of not having to lug a compressor around, that's a trade-off most people will happily make. It's a solid, reliable piece of gear that does exactly what it promises without any unnecessary gimmicks. If you're already invested in the battery platform, this is a no-brainer addition to the kit. It's just one of those tools that makes the job feel a little less like work and a lot more like getting things done efficiently.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.